Welcome to Low-Key PD. In this video, I'm going to show you File menu in Google Docs, make a copy. So if you're in a Google Doc and you want to make a copy of that document, go to File and then make a copy. When you do that, this window will pop up and it will already have a title for that document in it, copy of whatever that is. You can change that, don't worry about it. Frequently what I will do when I make a copy is, if I'm using a Google Doc in two different classes, periods that are the same class, like let's say two sections of an Algebra 2 class, I may want a specific document for each one of those that I don't want to reuse. So I'll make one for one class, one for the other class, but usually what will happen is I'll make one document and then just make a copy of it rather than make it twice. I also do this when I make a test. If I make a test on Google Docs, I can then make a copy of that test, change some of the numbers around to get a different form or maybe a practice test. It's just a really convenient way to get very similar documents for either different classes or different purposes. All right, so I can change the title here. So let's say I'll just get rid of the copy of. Change the title, and then I can select where this copy is going to get made. Is it going to get made in the current folder? Typically that's what will show under folder, is whatever folder the original document is in, that will be the folder that it suggests as the location for this new copy. You can change that. If you click on it, you'll get a typical Google Docs window and you can navigate and tell it where to store that particular copy. You can share it with the same people. If you have a document that's shared with certain individuals, you can decide whether to share the same copy with those individuals. You can copy comments and suggestions. If you select copy comments and suggestions, then you get the option to include resolved comments and suggestions. Maybe the comments and suggestions that have already been resolved aren't important anymore, so maybe you don't need to include those, but maybe you want to keep a running track of the discussion that everybody had, so maybe you do want to include that. Either way, you can change the title, change the location, and then there's some certain comment and suggestion options that you can change as well. When you have it set the way you want, simply click on Make a Copy, and Google Docs will make a copy of that document. It will also open that document so you can see it. Rather than just file it away in the folder, it will make that copy. Notice it has the updated title as well. So if you need a copy of a Google Doc for whatever reason, pretty easy way to do it. Just adjust the settings the way you want, and you can quickly make a copy of any Google Doc.